Welcome to another episode, everyone. Well, let's get into it. The 10 worst gangs in Los Angeles, but on the west side of South Central. You have different sections. You have different gangs in different parts of Los Angeles, of course. Today, we're focusing on the west side of South Central, the 10 worst gangs where you must stay away from. Stay away from these areas. Don't get caught over here. Period. But let's see if we all agree with this. This is rap news and street politics.
Rap news, street politics, and we back again to give y'all that street business, man. And we back with another top 10 video. The top 10 most dangerous hoods in South Central. Now you may have seen our last video, we did West Side, West LA, Midtown area. You know what I'm saying? Now we coming down a little bit more south in the city. Some of these hoods, they border north end of Pico, and they come all the way down to about Florence. You know what I'm saying? Still, we on the west side of things. When I say west side of LA, for y'all that don't know, on the west side of the 110 freeway, we hitting up all y'all favorite hoods. You know what I'm saying? This is the most notable section for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Especially niggas that be fucking with Nipsey and all that shit. This is what y'all want to hear right here. So when y'all go over there and see the Nipsey mural and shit, these the hoods that y'all want to stay the fuck up out of. You know what I'm saying? But starting on the furthest north end of shit, number 10, Rolling 20 Bloods, RTB, Lauren Miller Park on 27th. Stay up out that shit. You know what I'm saying? On the west side, the 20 Bloods is one of the biggest hoods. You know what I'm saying? Now, this hood is surrounded by a lot of Crips. To be surrounded by a lot of Crips and still be standing in your hood, gotta be active. Rolling 20 is that. One of their main enemigos is the 30s. They cool with the BPSs. They beef with the West Boulevards. They beef with the schoolyards. You know what I'm saying? This section of town is called the Adams Normandy section, really West Adams, you know what I'm saying? So all these streets, again, 27th is their main block. You find yourself on Crenshaw rolling through the 20s, Crenshaw, east of the 20s. Now say you going north on Crenshaw, coming from the 6-0s or whatever, coming from the airport, y'all out of town niggas, y'all niggas get out of LAX, roll up Crenshaw. On the east side of that is the 20s when you hit them numbers. Now again, we said they bordered another hood. Number 9, the hood that they bordered. Rolling.
Well, that's true. I mean, the 20 Bloods, I stayed over there. I stayed on 28th and Adams. Yeah, stay away from over there. They deserve to be in the top 10.
30 Crip. Now y'all know Rolling 30s, they niggas been active. They got one of the biggest hoods in the city. Them niggas deep as hell. They got a lot of members. They function through the whole city. They part of the O-Car. And a notable guy from there, ASM Bobster. Now YouTube, we've been trying to get ASM Bobster dropped. These motherfuckers keep limiting our video on Bobster. I don't know what it is. Them niggas in 30s extra turned up. But the 30s is a well-known active hood. They not neighborhood. Just let me say that again. They are not neighborhood, which is contrary to all the other rolling O's in the city. All the other rolling O's in the city push that in card. The 30s, they got a lot of allegiance in their hood. You know what I'm saying? They took a stand. They part of the O's, but they not neighborhood. Super active. They beef with the BPSs, the 20s. They real tight-knit with the schoolyards and the West Boulevards. They also beef with some east side hoods. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into that, like the Avalons and all them. We're going to get into that. They beef on the east side. But they've had problems with both they bordering hoods from the 20s. And number 8, the Rolling 40 Crips. We just seen.
And I agree with that too. I mean, the Harlems, they are super deep. The Harlems are super deep, a super deep hood. And they have some riders, some active members, no doubt. But they're really known for being real deep. I mean, you know, they are sort of separate from the old car.
S-Bone, man, he went down in Sacktown. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to S-Bone. Everybody know he's from Rolling 40 Crip. Really active. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my nigga C Money from over there. They got the dark side. They pressed on Western. The 40s is not playing. You know what I'm saying? They got Lamert Park. Y'all see the whole black movement when y'all rolling down Crenshaw. Niggas know Millennium Barbershop. Niggas know. You know what I'm saying? Niggas used to go to Millennium. Niggas know. You know what I'm saying? But the whole Lamert Park, that's the 40s. They got a really big hood. They hood is really active, tight knit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not a hood that a lot of motherfuckers can false flag. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know each other over there. So the 30s, the 40s, they really active. Now, before we get into this next one, man, we want to thank y'all for subbing. Thank y'all for fucking with the channel. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. Hit that like button for us. You know what I'm saying? Now, when we getting out the 40s, number 7, we going to the Hoovers. Infamous section. You know what I'm infamous. Not to be fucking played with. On Fig Street. Now, we ain't talking about all the Hoovers. You know what I'm saying? In this part of town, you got the Phi Deuce Hoovers, 52nd Street, and you got the Phi 9 Hoovers, 59th Street. They clicked up with the Phi 1 Troubles, and of course they fuck with all the other Hoover sets, but Phi Deuce Hoover is Phi Deuce Gangster Crip Hoover. This is a Crip Hoover set. You know what I'm saying? Not just the criminals, you know what I'm saying? All them other Hoovers is criminals. Phi Deuce is pushing the gangsters, and they're entrenched in a horrible, deadly war with the 40s. With the 30s, you know what I'm saying? Like, they beefing with everybody over there. Niggas already know the Hoovers stand alone on their business, and it's a reason they can still function because their hood is extremely active, regardless of all the beef that they in. Y'all niggas wanna look at them bitches on Fig? Drive, holla, pay, purchase, whatever, get the fuck on. Hoover Street, get the fuck on. Western, get the fuck out of there. Fig, keep that shit moving. You know what I'm saying? And not literally, you know, hey, keep that motherfucker moving. And for y'all that didn't know, Phi Deuce Hoover is synonymous for dudes like Schoolboy Q, TDE, like T-Rail just came up with No Jumper, back on Fig podcast. Smack, back on Fig podcast. Phi Deuce Hoover has produced some gems themselves, you know what I'm saying? And Hoover's always got a lot of rappers, you know what I'm saying? But that's just some shit y'all niggas probably ain't know. Sharky, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of dudes coming from over there on 52nd Street. Now, aside from that, you know what I'm saying? The hood that really beef with all these motherfuckers. Now, we done seen some of these niggas on Fig and shit. This hood may be cool with the Hoovers, you know what I'm saying? But this is a section that is notable. The whole world has seen this section on Training Day. Number 6, BPS, Black Pea Stones, 5X, The Jungles. Now, this hood, they got 2 different sections. They got the Jungles and they got the Biddy Stones.
And for the record, I agree with the Hoovers. Stay away if you're not from over there.
Both in this section right here, but the Jungles is a fortress. They a really active set. And most notably, in the past couple years, they got a rap group up out of that motherfucker. Baby Stone Gorillas, go check them out. P4K, 5 Much, Top 5, E Killer. They buzzing in the city, but BPS, they hood, been around. They been active. Niggas been going to them parties in Baldwin Hills, going to the parties in the Jungles. You know what I'm saying? You get stuck in that motherfucker, it may be hard. You know what I'm saying? But they are super active. They come out that motherfucker when the Walmart was right there on King, the Magic Johnson Theater, the 40s, the 30s, and the BPSs. That shit's cracking. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of out-of-towners, there's really no reason to end up in the Jungles. Of course, you may end up in the Biddies. That's more on the avenues. But to end up in the Jungles, you made a really fucking stupid move and a wrong turn. For you out-of-town niggas, they hood is active as fuck. Like I said, it's amazing, that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Hey, I want to try that shit. Y'all get off that plane and go over there. I would advise to do it in daytime. But even then, you know what I'm saying? Keep the windows rolled the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers, too. Don't be getting them cars with them paper plates. You rolling through these hoods with them paper plates on, man. Motherfucker may get up with you. Now, the number 5 hood would be most fitting for these niggas.
Yeah, and that's true, man. There's no way you should get caught in the Jungles. You know, there's a certain way you got to get in there, and it's going to be hell getting out. If you do not belong over there, you do not want to get caught over there, bro. Period. Don't find your way in there, period. Just keep driving down the street. Don't make any sudden turns if you're not familiar with the area. I'm dead serious. Come from out of town, you're in that area, don't turn anywhere in any projects. You're looking for main streets. Keep your head down and keep driving.
Number 5, the Rolling 50s. Crip Mac would be proud to be number 5 on this motherfucking list. 55th Street, 57th Street, and 58th Street. That is the Rolling 50 neighborhood Crip card. Them niggas is active. You know what I'm saying? Despite they hoods only being on 3 blocks, it's niggas over there. They clicked up with the 60s, tight, you know what I'm saying? They fuck with the 40s, they fuck with the 30s. They section is not to be played with. You know what I'm saying? They tucked in between the 5-1 troubles. They real close to the Hoovers. They main enemies. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't too much explanation we need to do about the 50s. We see C-Mac every day on this motherfucker. Y'all niggas know what's going on over there. I mean, he done turned the shit to a spectacle, so I guess y'all can go over there and take pictures and some more shit, but still, it's more niggas from that hood than just C-Mac. Be careful over there. I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? Number 4, pressed up against the 50s, another enemigo, the VNGs, Van Ness, Gangster, Brims, where Joe Moses from. You know what I'm saying? They hood go, you know, through Arlington. Y'all niggas know Fishtown. You know what I'm saying? A little park right there. That's the VNGs. They are Brims, Bloods. You know what I'm saying? They hood is active. Again, you know, when I say niggas is active, you know, when hoods is surrounded by other major hoods that y'all know, like y'all know the 50s, okay, you know what I'm saying? But that's because of Crip Mac and shit. A lot of y'all wouldn't know it without Crip Mac. But the 40s name ring bells, the 30s name ring bells, the Hoovers ring bells, the 60s ring bells. For hoods to be around these other super active sets, you could probably guess that them niggas is active too, or else they wouldn't be there. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of smut be on VNG name, you know what I'm saying, because they are next door to a lot of Crips. They are next door to the 60s, and they've had a long historical beef with these gangs. But again, like I said, for these niggas to still be there, think about it. They motherfucking active, man. Don't be in the VNGs, man. Shit is cracking all through this part of town. South Central is cracking. Number 3, this hood is closely linked with...
That's true, man. I mean, the VNGs, I know many of them. I used to be over there. You want to be careful over there. They are extremely active over there. They're beefing real tough with the 5-5 neighborhood. And it's a deadly war.
The VNGs, they're also Brims. Harvard Park Brims. But the Harvard Park Brims have made the motherfucking list. These niggas is Bloods. They also known as the 6 Deuces. Everybody know what that 6 Deuce like. You know what I'm saying? They beef with the Hoovers. They beef with the neighborhood cars. They cool with the VNGs. You know what I'm saying? Again, the VNGs and the Harvard Park Brims are tucked in between a lot of enemies. And again, these niggas is here for a reason. And they've been there for a long time. Harvard Park Brims. Y'all remember that name? You may not hear too much about it, but you will. You go over there in they motherfucking section plan. Just keep it simple as that. Y'all niggas want to find out, go on 62nd. You know what I'm saying? Behind that Daily Western, you know what I'm saying? Get back there if y'all really want to find out. Number 2, the Rolling 70s. Now, I know y'all really, this some gem shit y'all niggas may not be knowing. But the 6-7 and the Menlo Crips, these niggas are now neighborhood. The Rolling 70s, they are here. And here to stay. Menlo's been around for a long time. You know what I'm saying? The 6-7s is here. Now, 6-7s is small. Menlo's is super active. You know what I'm saying? But we just gonna put both of them together. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they...
Yeah, active. I take it he's not going in any particular order.
Neighborhood, so they right there with the 50s, the 60s. They got all of their backing. You know what I'm saying? So this is a section you don't want to get caught in. They pressed up against the Harvard Park Brims and next to the A-Trays. The A-Trays we not touching in this video. We gonna get through there. You know what I'm saying? The A-Trays got a super big hood, and you gonna see what side of town they on. For real though. But the the Menlos, the 6'7s, neighborhood Crips, not to be played with. They active. Don't go over there. Number 1 on the list. Y'all motherfuckers been waiting for it. The world dick rides this hood. Y'all know who the fuck it is. They got so many notable members. The Rolling 60 Crip. One of the most notorious hoods in Los Angeles. We just had to do it. Regardless of how you feel about these niggas, enemy or not, you know what they bring. You know what they coming with. You know how they getting down. Crenshaw and Slauson, Nipsey Hussle, Big U, 600, Brick Baby. The list will go on. S-Dome, niggas y'all don't know. The list will go on. You know what I'm saying? Now, niggas be saying the Hoover's most hated. The 6-0s could easily be the most hated hood. You know what I'm saying? The 6-0s could literally be the most hated hood in the city just because of their reputation, their gutter reputation. They may not even done nothing to your hood. You know, you just be like, man, fuck them niggas because they shining or whatever. They get the most rep. They get the most clout. Like I said, the world dick rides these people. But that's not to say that they don't put it down because they do. Now, this is also a hood that puts on a lot of people. You know, they got a crazy turnover ratio. Them niggas' recruitment is out the frame. You know what I'm saying? But it's for a good reason. It's because their reputation precedes them. You know what I'm saying? They really bring that shit to the table. They got some real crippin' now. You know, niggas on Burnhurst and shit. A couple of them niggas in the front of their hood. You know, they think they invented crippin'. You know what I'm saying? Let them say it. Or even all the way to the Overhills. Them niggas, they a real flashy Crip hood. Neighborhood Crip card. When you think of neighborhood Crip, you think of the 6-0s. You know, a lot of these hoods are out of town too. You know, a lot of these hoods be OT. So a lot of y'all niggas listening in that's not from LA, y'all may know niggas from 6-0 out of town as well. You know, I think they tied in with Atlanta. They tied in with New York. If I'm not mistaken, they tied in with Texas, St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? These niggas they spread around. They got a lot of money in their hood. A lot of niggas is able to make moves in their hood. This is South Central. Now, I say this like the middle part. You know what I'm saying? The most famous part that y'all motherfuckers know about. These is the hoods. Now, again, just like all the other videos, we're going to touch on the hoods that ain't really active in this section. Mind you, we done gave y'all 10 hoods. There's a hella hoods over here. Not everybody can make the most active list. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go through who's active, who's not. Y'all stay tuned.
Who's active and who's not. Damn, he got 10 hoods down there that are not that active. I'm going to have to check that out too. But there you have it. That's the top 10 list. You had the neighborhood Rolling 60s Crip as number 1. They are very strong, infamous. They do have money, and they are a huge gang. He had the Hoovers at number 7. I'm assuming he wasn't going in any particular order. But that was just for the west side of South Central. He has many more of these top 10s. He has Compton, you know. Of course, I know of all of these gangs, and I would agree that I would agree with this top 10 list. But I would also say that every gang is dangerous. So stay away from all of them. Stay out of all of these neighborhoods. If you're not from there, even if you're from LA, I'm not talking about just the out-of-towners, anyone. If it's not your hood, then you don't want to be over there. That's it, until we can get rid of all of this nonsense, which we're working towards. But for right now, this shit is very much in play. It's very much active in South Central Los Angeles. Regardless of what you may hear on the internet, you don't want to get caught over there. Stay safe and stay free, people.